this is Victor bringing here a different showcase this time. So this time I just wanted to put together all the monsters or monstrous creatures that I paint up to now since I started. So these are the type of miniatures that I really enjoy painting, but also it takes a long time to paint them. So normally, yeah, you don't paint too many at a time, and yeah, and they have, as you can see, they have growth a lot since they started in Warhammer. So I have my first ones, my first monsters are, this was a Bloodthirster, Keeper of Secrets, Lord of Change, and the Great Unclean One. So these were the ones that around when we had a second edition Warhammer 40,000. I don't know which edition of Fantasy it was, but I think it was on the fourth or fifth edition of Fantasy. So you can see how this was the next one, the metal one, and I don't have the plastic one, so I want now to start buying the plastic ones, and you can see the comparison. So they really have increased in size. Here behind we have, I wanted to move it front. I just put it, maybe this was not a monster, was a Demon Prince at the past, but you can see there the old Be'lakor compared to Magnus the Red. Okay, and the other thing I want to share with you is when they start making this is the first plastic dragons they were releasing. Okay, before that they were made of metal and they were a little bit smaller. So this was the snake-looking dragons that the Games Workshop was doing in the 90s, in early 2000s. So this was a blood dragon. Okay, from the elf. I painted without any. I was using it as a monster. This was Asarnil. Okay, the Dragon Lord. So this is it was a mercenary, and it was supposed to be even more important than Tyron and all. So it was important to be the Dragon Lords. Okay, so the really important guy with the dragons. Here we have the Star Drake of the Stormcast Eternal. So you can see how the dragons, especially the wings. The wings is the thing that have growth the most. Okay, because this was made of metal, you cannot make bigger wing than that. It's impossible to glue it. So this way, once you start using plastic, you can really go crazy. This really, I think all this evolution comes with the plastic. Here we have that behind. I will make that a picture of the Terror Haste I painted. It's the only fantasy miniature from the devs that I did before, so from the Vampire Cones, but I loved this miniature since the first moment I saw it, and I wanted to have it in my collection. So maybe in this year I'm thinking to start collecting maybe the different demons. Okay, I want to have one of each god, because I've always been Chaos. I know that I have deviated a little bit from the Chaos, but okay. And then here we have the Vermin Lord that I painted a while ago. So you can see how the demons have evolved, right? Because the Vermin Lord, the original Vermin Lord, was of this size. Then it goes a little bit, but you can see how the Vermin Lords have growth as well. We have there the Hell Pit Abomination. So now I will make pictures, but here I wanted to show you as well. And then we have one of the strongest guys in fantasy for a while. That was, well, the strongest no, but my Lord of my Bretonnian Lord. You did not have this miniature. Wow, this was normally Leon Core. Okay, Louis Leon Core. Okay, but I use it as my Lord with with a lot of magical objects and on Hypogryph. So you can see how it has changed, right? And the Lord of Change, this was the first Lord of Change. This is Kairos Fate Weaver in metal. Okay, and you can see the current one is almost the size of Magnus. So you can see how the size creep have impacted all these monsters. So really, the plastic have make a revolution on how much you can size, how big you can make them. I can tell you this one is a pain to pin to put the wings. You have to pin. It's not easy to work on big metals, on big models made of metal. So this I understand that until they still not have, they were not using plastic, it was not possible to make big models. These dragons, the wings were always made. So this is if I'm not wrong, I think the body is metal. Okay, so it's a mixture of metal and the wings are plastic. So they were mixing for a while. This is full plastic, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this is a full plastic. These still have metal parts. Okay, so I lied. I think this is the white, is the High Elves Dragon painted in as a black dragon. And then I modified to have the spines at the back. So now I will make pictures, but you can see here, this is one of the first big plastic kits with demons. The one right there, the Soul Grinder. Okay, this is a half machine, half monster. It's the first super mechanized thing that appeared on Fantasy. I still think it's forcing a lot the machine to put this guy in Fantasy. I still think that have too much a 40k look. But of course you have profile for Fantasy and for 40k and can be used in both games. So now, yeah, let me know what do you think about this small collection of monsters. Which is your favorite one, and what is your favorite monster in your collection? So if you look in my description, you will find a link to my Facebook group. There you can put the picture of your favorite monster in your collection. But that's all for now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what do you think. Give a like if you have liked this video, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.